What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast live stream. What's going on to everybody in the chat already? Eagles are the best. Fly Eagles fly. Philly J, Kevin Green, Lawrence James, a channel member in the building. Philly J, Von 215. What is going on to everybody? Let's talk a little birds today because we're legit got one more day to get through after tonight. And that's Saturday. And be on the lookout for some collabs. I got Darius Dalton hit me up. So respect to him. Shout out to Darius Dalton. We should be doing something on Saturday. And we cannot forget BBP. You know how BBP is. That's what we do. BBP Sunday morning before the game. So any last note, things that we are trying to look at matchup wise, injury wise for the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to discuss it all between Philly Fresh, Gate City, and yours truly. So shout out to everybody. My guy Philly Notion in the building already. We in here, bro. You already know. If you're not subscribed to Philly Notion, go check them out after the stream. Even cancel this stream and go check a video out if you like it. Hit that button. Right there he is, Philly Notion. Go check him out. Another solid, actually more than solid, Eagles content creator. TJ Hayward said, what's going on, Mike? Kevin Johnson, what's up? What's up? Rock the Artist. Kevin Corin, another channel member. Chaos the Filthy. Y'all all up in here. I appreciate all you guys. Walter L, what's going on? What's good, bro? Caught your vid earlier. Shout out to you. Thank you. Yeah. Gave a little update on the injury report, but like I said, you guys can get used to me dropping the previews for our next opponent on Wednesday. I kind of got behind schedule with the kids going to school, so I dropped it Thursday. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it down. I talk about the highs and the lows for the Washington football teams and the high and the higher for the Philadelphia Eagles, because we always rocking Philly over here. Yo, I need a wrench, bro. I feel naked. Hey, ain't nobody can be a channel member and don't have a wrench. However, this will be the only wrench probably I give out tonight for the simple fact my phone is on 1%, the charger's downstairs. And so anybody who needs a wrench, I'll catch you on the next one, but I'll keep you in mind. But you a channel member, you can't be out here with no wrench, my guy. You definitely can't. So I hit you with that. Like I said, shout out to everybody. We're going to talk some birds right now. What up, Philly Mike? Just got off RB's live stream. Hashtag Fly Eagles Fly. Shout out to BLSG, a channel member. Appreciate the $5 super chat, my guy. 100%. It's all about the Eagles. Reagor and D-Jax are going to eat. Facts. I mean, shout out to Jalen Reagor for being tough enough to come back. However, his shoulder was banged up. We heard dislocation. We heard this, that, and the third. It was supposed to be 4 weeks from where we were. Week 2 was promising. Week 3 was more likely. This guy's coming back week 1. Never count the dog out when he's injured. You know what I'm saying? Because, first of all, I criticize the coaching staff and Jalen Reagor to why go make that tackle. But I do like to see a guy who's not willing to give up on a play in practice, in a preseason game, or in the live game. So he's all fight. And now I want to see it live. We about to check that out. What's up, Mike? Week 1, let's go. You already know. Stephen Joyce, another channel member in the building. What's going on to the channel members? Feel free to check it out. Reagor's built different. Unlike other people, cough, cough, guy in the New York Jets. Shout out to my guy, Doy, who's mentioned this, because we just heard today. I heard today that a certain somebody is injured. ASAP Rocky and not playing week 1, a.k.a. Denzel Mims. Now, I don't wish injury on nobody at all, ever. However, this guy came and trashed the whole city. I still don't wish injury on him, but only the real can survive. I'm from Sacramento. How do I watch all the games on the West Coast? Hit me up on Twitter if you got Twitter. It's at Philly_Mike25. I'll talk to you about how to watch the games on the West Coast, my guy. Shout out to my guy Philly Notion for the super chat. Philly Mike, hope you're ready to take this L in Fantasy League. Everybody smash that like button and fly, Eagles fly. I mean, I can't get mad. He said smash the like button, which I like. He said Fly, Eagles, fly, which I agree with. But the first thing he said, no way, no how. Go back and check the draft grades, man. I'm sitting pretty. But hey, for the whole chat, I want to let you know something behind the scenes. This guy, Philly Notion, went out and signed Adrian Killins he signed Adrian Killins to his bench. He's hoping, he's praying that the man gets called up from the practice squad. And if he does and he balls, he looks like a genius. If he doesn't, well, then he got a wasted roster spot. I'm so ready for this season. Can't wait to see the Eagles beat the Washington Trash Cans. Hey, we got to give him a name somehow, some way, right? Shout out to you. I agree. Let's get this. I can't wait for Sunday. I don't know if it was the pandemic, the fact that there's no preseason, but I ain't never feel an offseason drag this long. Luckily, we had a little bit of basketball, but my guys got bounced out early, so I hit that like button and subscribe. Shout out to you, Ryan Rowe. Appreciate you 100%. It takes 1 second to hit the like button. Do me a favor and hit that for your boy. I see Jackson getting 2 as well. 2 tubs. 2 tubs for DJax. What up, my guy? Eagles football. Let's go this Sunday. You already know it's around the corner. Legitly around the corner. Adrian Killins will do great from the practice squad. Hey, he has to get called up first, though, my guy. I can't wait to see Reagor dancing with his arm at practice like Monday or Tuesday. Wait, I can't wait. I seen Reagor dancing with his arm at practice like Monday or Tuesday. I was like, oh, he good. You felt that from the grip. Sorry, it's a little darker in here than normal. I got a light that's kind of not situated right. I could prop it up. Maybe I'll do that. Cowgirls will lose. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be Saturday. Yeah, Sunday night football. Cowboys versus the Rams in their new stadium. No fans, of course. However, it should be interesting. I don't think the Rams are the same team anymore. And listen, I do not like the Cowboys, but they're good on paper. Now we got to see if it translates. Their defense a little sus, though. Yes, sir. Salute Ryan, the whole Eagle gang in here. You already know. Yo that, Philly Fresh in the building. Shout out to my guy, a fourth of the Battle Birds podcast. We will be going live Sunday morning, so tune in. Definitely. Killins won't see NFL action. Be More Philly's been calling it from the gate. I mean, maybe he's been talking to Howie a little bit. I don't know. But let's talk about some things. How do we feel about Lane Johnson's injury, getting surgery in August? That's why he was kind of held out for these things. How do we feel about him? Is Miles Sanders playing? Is Lane Johnson playing? Is Derek Burnett playing? Because Doug Peterson kind of put these guys lumped up in the same boat. He said they're all kind of dealing with the same status. Different injury, but same type status. They're all questionable. I think Miles Sanders goes. Derek Barnett, I'm not sure of. I think Lane Johnson will play on one foot if we ask him. However, do we want to get these guys out there kind of banged up to get injured for the long haul for the Washington football team? I'm not so sure. 1 second. I'm going to turn the screen to black real quick because I want to fix that light. It's kind of bothering me. It should be better. And also, let's add that to a moment of silence. We do know it's 9/11. Shout out to everybody in the Army who served in the Army in general. Shout out to everybody who survived 9/11, lost any loved ones in 9/11. I should have did that in my video. And let's do that right now. Even though I went black screen for not black screen, Philadelphia Eagles screen to fix the light because it's a lot brighter in here now. Let's take a moment of silence. Shout out to them. All right, let's get into it. So let's talk some Philadelphia Eagles. Should we pursue Mohamed Sanu? At this point, no. I think we'll have a veteran on the team once Alshon gets back. He looks ahead of schedule. However, I don't want him to be back unless he's fully healthy. So maybe by week 4, 5, 6-ish. Mohamed Sanu was nice with the Falcons, but we saw him struggle heavily in the Patriots regime. Maybe he just doesn't grasp the concept because Bill Belichick is a guy who puts things together. Well, he's not the offensive coordinator. Josh McDaniels is, but maybe he couldn't grasp it. However, I want to see what we rock out with our own players first. Damn, I just got here. It's all good. Like I said, my light went down. It was kind of blurry dark, so I wanted to fix that for the rest of the stream. You already know my guy rocking hard. Carrie Robbie said, fixing the light. Y'all calm down. He just fixing the light. Appreciate it. So I don't know if you guys answered my question. How do you guys feel about Lane Johnson's ankle? I mean, I think Miles Sanders goes. I think Derek Barnett probably going to nurse it a little longer. Josh Sweat is ready to step up for week 1. In a week 1 matchup where we want to start 1-0, do you play Lane Johnson if there's any doubt of him having trouble with that ankle? Because if we ask Lane Johnson, he going to play on one foot. He never want to sit out. Fist Vegas be bull. Hey, shout out to Fist Vegas. I'm in his fantasy league with LB, with Philly 500. Philly Fresh is in there too. He drafted a deep team, but his team's not the best. It is what it is. Of course, you got to talk his talk on this channel. What's good, everybody? What's going on? To Be More Careful, another channel member in the building. I don't know. I seen Lane in practice moving around, but I don't think he's ready just yet. Shout out to 911. You already know. Facts. Just clean it out. Just clean it out. What do you mean? Just clean it out. Game time decision for Lane. I agree. But what is your take? If Lane is like, I want to go, but the medical staff, the coaching staff knows that there's a chance that he just got surgery on it. It was a clean, just clean it out. I heard that the surgery was so clean that he should be able to go. However, this is the Philadelphia Eagles. We know how bad injury luck is for us. I don't want, again, the Washington football team's best attribute is their D-line. So, yes, we could use Lane Johnson at the right side and JP protecting the blind side. Of course, because Chase Young won't just stay on one side. He'll move left and right. And I believe if Lane Johnson sits, Matt Pryor goes from right guard to right tackle, and Nate Herbig plays right guard. So, shout out to Philly Talk Podcast, worst fantasy GM. Hey, bro, I put stuff up in the group chat and only 2 people respond. You know what I'm saying? Only 2 people respond. They just cleaned it out. I hear you. That's what it was. Yeah. Again, yeah, so it doesn't look that bad. But like I said, their best attribute is the front 4. We need to protect Carson Wentz. But is it worth, I just want to make sure he's 100. Same with Jalen Reagor. I don't need no lingering injuries going along with these 2 guys because they're going to be crucial to the offense. Miles Sanders, super crucial to this offense. Jalen Reagor, we haven't seen him yet, but I think he's going to acclimate quick in this offense. He got all that catching across the middle attribute. The way Nelson Aguilar played in 2017, yes, we're talking about Aguilar. I'm not comparing him to Jalen Reagor, but in 17, he was a problem in the middle, and I think Reagor is going to be a bigger problem in the middle, and then won't follow it up with some bad 18 and 19s. Zeke fan, a Cowboy fan in here saying hit that like button. If a Cowboy fan can hit the like button for a Philadelphia Eagle content creator, come on, guys. We got 48 people in here. Take a quick second, X the chat, hit that like button, come on, let's chop it up. He shouldn't play if there's any doubt in my personal trainer. I'm a personal trainer, and I know that needs to heal, especially that he just got surgery. But see, someone said it was a clean. I guess they call it clean and surgery the same thing. However, I'm all about the longevity of the 2020 season. The Washington football team is a team that we play week one. We got a rough patch in the middle of our season when we got the Ravens, the Saints, the Seahawks. We need to be fully healthy for that. Now, every game counts in the National Football League. Don't get me wrong. But I think we can take Washington. Yes, their D-line is tough, but we chip, we do certain things. I think we could beat around it because Kendall Fuller, a guy, if you haven't watched my Eagles versus Washington breakdown, go back and watch it. The only props I gave to their secondary was Kendall Fuller, but they're going to try to play him on the outside, and he's a slot or a safety. And however, I just heard today he's dealing with an injury. He might not be there. So it's all about Ronald Darby? Come on. Huntley is going to be a beast if he can get on the field. Can't wait to see Reagor in action. Yeah, man. I mean, number 18, Jeremy Maclin carried that number pretty tough. I think he has a better shot to do stuff better if Aaron Moorhead is that guy, gets these guys the right way. He takes over for Deshaun Jackson, and he can do more than Deshaun Jackson when it comes to going across the middle. Deshaun Jackson is still one of the best deep ball trackers in the game. Mike had the best, Murph. That wasn't directed at him. I know. I hear you, my guy. Oh, shout out to my guy, Murph DeKenzo, for being here. Chuck, the best. It's only one game, week one. You already know. I'm curious to see how the right tackle position will play if Lane Johnson doesn't play. I wouldn't mind him sitting out for this game because the Washington trash cans, I prefer Lane to be 100% healthy. Facts. And if you said this prior to what I said, I believe, which I ain't part of the coaching staff, but this is what I would bet my bottom dollar on, that Matt Pryor would move to right tackle and Nate Herbig will come in as right guard because they're big on him. He had the best draft. You already know. Philly girl in the building saying what's up to everybody. Everybody say what's up to Philly girl. Mike Watson looks lost without Hopkins. What do you think? Hey, in my league against Fist Vegas, LB Philly 500, I drafted Deshaun Watson. And yes, he looked a little bad. They got blown out. But on a bad game, he still got me 21 fantasy points. So I'm all about that. Hi. Oh, yeah. What's going on? Brandon, what's going on? He said, hi, Philly Talk Podcast. What is going on, my guy? What's good, Philly Talk? Do you think we should sign a backup right tackle just in case? Here's my thoughts on that. Matt Pryor is a solid right guard. He was horrible on the left side in general and really horrible at left tackle because you got to be quicker. Could he play right tackle? Probably a little bit better than he did at left tackle. However, he's not fast enough to keep up with these DNs on the outside, so it would hurt us. For a game or two, Matt Pryor can get it done on the right side, possibly. Again, let's be honest. I mean, I talk realistic, even if we're talking about our division. The Washington football team secondary is legitly bad. I mean, they are legitly counting on Ronald Darby. However, that front four is dirty. They're moving from a 3-4 to a 4-3. I think that helps Kerrigan. I think it might help Jonathan Allen, and it's going to help Chase Young. So it should be tough. But we just got to get our protection schemes right, chip. And again, if you chip with your tight ends and you chip with your running backs, it takes away from the route running. I understand that. But D-Jax is out there. J.J. Arthega-White had a pretty good camp, and so did Greg Ward. So I think we're okay. Man, their secondary is beatable at all aspects. Lane Johnson needs to be at least 100%, or else we are not making a Super Bowl championship. Exactly. We got to look at the long haul. Is Driscoll ahead of Andre Dillard? Andre Dillard's out for the year, so Driscoll's definitely ahead of him. But when Andre Dillard comes back, he's going to get a complete chance to fight for left tackle where we drafted him for. Shout out to my guy, Vic3, a channel member in the building. Also, with the $5 donation. Appreciate you, my guy. Shout out to Philly Notion. Even with that trash killings pickup, he still is going to beat the brakes off B-More. Oh, man. Here we go. It's all about the fantasy league now. We got Eagles football in a couple days. Once I knock you guys out the fantasy, all you're going to have left is Eagles football. You know what I'm saying? Easy win, but sluggish for Philly. Easy win, but sluggish. Interesting. So we struggle a little bit, but then we come back with the win. What's up, Mike? How long you been on? I only been on for 20 minutes. Perfectly fine jumping on here. Really, I said my what's ups for a couple minutes. We talked about the injury news. We're kind of still on Lane Johnson. Nina, how you feel about Lane Johnson's ankle? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You think Terry McLaurin is going to be a problem? Listen, Scary Terry, I like to call him. He is a legit receiver. He's not a top 10 receiver in the league, but he is a legit number one threat. Here's the thing. Let me be honest. They played against the Lions, played the Washington football team last year. Scary Terry had 5 catches for 72 yards and 0 touchdowns against Darius Slay. However, there were 2 passes that could have been caught that would have made his stat line pretty darn good that Dwayne Haskins missed them on. Now, after the game, Big Play Slay was up at the podium and they talked about it. And he says Scary Terry's been one of the hardest guys to cover that I played so far this year. I don't know what week they were at. He said Keenan Allen's tough, and he said Scary Terry was tough. Okay, I understand that. You're also talking about the Lions pass rush, which wasn't there. Dwayne Haskins is going to have less time to throw the ball on Sunday than he did last year against the Lions. Again, a great D-line makes C-plus cornerbacks play pretty good, a la 2017, 2018 Super Bowl run. We had Ronald Darby, Jalen Mills. They weren't spectacular. They gave up some plays, but our defense was good. Why? The pass rush. Now, if we turn them into C-plus corners, we're going to take the B- or B+ that Slay is against some certain number ones and ramp it up a little bit. So Slay's going to be fine. As long as Slay keeps him under 100 yards and a touchdown, we automatically win the game. Because Steven Sims, not really scared of. Who else they got? The rookie, AGG, he might not even play. And there's somebody else that I really don't even know. Eagle Champs in the building. What's going on? Can't wait for football. You already know. I'm out, Philly Mike. Take care. Go Birds. Facts, 100%. Is Lane Johnson healthy? Here's the thing. He sat out most of training camp along with some of the other injured guys. And then he came in this last week. He practiced twice. Limited practice, but still a practice. What I was told is he had surgery on his ankle. It was they cleaned it. It's a surgery. It's not a surgery. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. However, this was only a month ago. My take is this. The best part of the Washington football team is their D-line. If he can play and he's good, we need him. If not, I'd rather try to find a way to win the game without him because the longevity of the season is still right there. I mean, it's week 1. We got 16 weeks. We got a tough schedule in the middle. We can't play around and let him play against the Washington football team and roll his ankle. And now he's out for 6 weeks. Was it really worth it? Especially if we're up by 14, he rolls it and we win convincingly. Was it really worth it? So I'm all about the best decision for the organization, to be honest. King James in the what am I doing? King of building, another channel member. Lane Johnson is pulling a Fletcher Cox when he got hurt last offseason. Came back week 1 against Washington and got healthy as the season progressed. They might tape it up and go. Hey, they might be tough enough to do that. My guy Murph said, be back in 5. I hear you. Big Play Slay in the building. We just were talking about you, my guy. If Jalen gets hurt, that will look bad on the Eagles, Mike, because he's already kind of injured. Exactly. If you put a guy out there who was questionable and he gets injured, it's why did we do that? So if we playing the Dallas Cowboys week 1, we bringing them all in there. But I don't know about this. Eagles losses. Niners, Ravens, Seahawks, Packers, Cowboys. Final record 11-5. I could dig it. Our D-line going to dominate. You already know. The D-line, listen, if you haven't watched my Eagles versus Washington breakdown, man, I broke down a little bit of the past, a little bit of the future. I gave you a little look on the offensive coordinator and the new defensive scheme that the Washington football team wants to run. And at the end of the day, their left side of their line is wide open. Their left side is wide open. Wes Martin, Christian Sr., they're not good enough. They're young guys who might get better, but they're not good right now. We need to do some stunts. We need to blitz, not fully blitz, but our defensive line, if it's as good as we think, will really speed up Dwayne Haskins' process. And that's where guys like Big Play Slay will jump the route. I'm guaranteeing one pick for Big Play Slay. Hot take, Big Play Slay, first game, at least one pick. I'd rather sit lane and play him at 70 than play him at 70 or 80%. We need him more later than Sunday. Facts. Our front four is going to have to wreak havoc. You already know. I think we have to get the ball out of Carson's hand early. Yeah, quick time and passes, which is hard to do with the lack of preseason and grass time we had, but we still got to do that. We got people who can get yards after the catch, especially if a guy like Jalen Reagor is playing. We got Goddard, Miles Sanders coming out the backfield. I agree. What do you think about Derek Barnett having the Chris Godwin type storyline on the D line? Because we're just waiting for Barnett to break out, just like Godwin did. Do you think he'll do that? I see the potential in Derek Barnett. I see the potential in DB. It's just he just flashes it, either gets hurt or just has not attitude problems, because I don't know the guy personally, but his body language on the field, he gives up dumb penalties sometimes. He's just, I don't know. But when he shows it, he's there. Like against the Dolphins, it's only the Dolphins, but against the Packers, against there's another one that stands out. He just flashed. He was there. So it's his 5th year's option. It's a big deal year for him. It's a big year for him. He got Malik Jackson, a healthy Fletcher Cox, and then Javon Hargrave will make his way in the lineup throughout the season. There's no way BG, DB, Josh Sweat, and Vinny Curry don't eat. There's no way. I think Reagor will play only for a limited snap. Yeah, I mean, he's a rookie one. The dislocated shoulder, yes, I'm proud of him coming back early. But again, we're so amped up for week 1. We want it so bad. But it's still week 1. We got to play the long game, and we got to make sure we're healthy for the harder part of our schedule. And if we're telling me we need every single piece to beat the Washington football team, well, then we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, are we really going to make a run? You know, we should be able to survive without a Lane Johnson. Again, their D-line is dirty. Game plan. We should be able to survive this game as it might not be the 31-17 blowout, but a W is a W, and the longevity of health is the most important thing. Rome one more, another channel member in the building. What's going on? Never count out any division rivals. You right. I've seen it as an Eagle fan long. I've seen the Washington football team, the Giants, the Cowboys have a horrendous season. And in the middle or the end of the season, they only got 2 or 3 wins and they knock us off. It's like that for every single division opponent. Let's talk about last year. The Dolphins knocked off the Patriots. The Falcons, who were trash at that point, knocked off the Saints. The Cardinals, who won like 5 or 6 games, knocked off the Seahawks. You know what I mean? It happens. Division opponents know each other, and especially this version of season. Ron Rivera knew, Jack Del Rio knew, Scott Turner knew. We don't really know how to game plan for them as a unit. They kind of know what we do with Jim Schwartz and Doug Peterson. So yes, we got the luck. We got the upper hand of continuity, but they got the upper hand of the element of surprise for real. So it's going to be tough. Just because Barnett don't get 10 plus sacks doesn't mean he's not good. He's amongst the top in the league in quarterback pressures, which is elite. Exactly. And that's Jadeveon Clowney's point. The dude don't get sacks, but when you're constantly putting pressure on the quarterback, that's a problem. And certain teams got to adjust their defense to stop that. Other guys who have a breakout season and get like 8 or 9 sacks, but they're not a player that a team game plans for. And if they go to a different team where there's no star that they got a game plan for, maybe they don't get them same 8 or 9. So shout out to you. How many picks you think Slay's going to have this year? Something just telling me I want to say I like 6, but I'm gonna say 4. I'll take the over and under. It's rough. Reagor needs to sit. Hey, my Lakers still in the bubble, just ready for the NBA championship 3-peat. Hey, I pick you guys to beat the Clippers. Eagles score versus the football team, 35-20. Shout out to you, my guy. If you have not watched my Washington versus Eagles preview, I did it yesterday. Go back and check it out. I think it's pretty decent. Josh Sweat is our guy rather than Derek. I like Josh Sweat, but you think he's our guy over Derek? Interesting. Shout out to my guy Dak missing. I'm working right now, but Mark Holmes is booty. Hey, shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you 100% for the super chat. You already know. Whoa. Shout out to my guy BLSG with the $50 super chat. Appreciate it. Mike, which jersey should I wear on Sunday? Ertz or Sanders? Here's the thing. If you watch my Washington versus Eagles breakdown, which I think BLSG watched it, I think Ertz is a big time play. I think Sanders can really elevate this team in the sense of this game. Now, they did switch from a 3-4 to a 4-3. Maybe they're better against the run there. Chase Young is a great pass rusher. He's not going to change life on their run defense. They gave up 146.2 yards per game. They were 31st in the NFL against the run. The only team in the league that allowed more yards throughout the whole season was the Bengals. So, last game we played against the Washington football team, Miles Sanders had 19 carries for 122 yards, a 6.4 yards per carry, a rushing touchdown, and a receiving touchdown. And the best way to slow down a pass rush, you could slow it down with screens. You could slow it down with draws. You could slow it down with motion and jet sweeps. But the traditional way is a successful run game will not allow the defensive ends to pin these ears back and go at the quarterback. So I'm going to have to say I love me some Ertz, and I want to fix the contract if we can, but where the Miles Sanders? He's going to have 100 yards. I know he's kind of banged up with the hamstring, and he's on the bubble to not play. Maybe you wearing the jersey gets him to play and lets him break 100 yards in the first game with 2 touchdowns. I'll say 1 touchdown. Is Sanders going to be 100% though? That's the thing. Which is what I just talked about. His hamstring's been acting up. He barely played in camp. Again, another person who we need throughout the season. So if he gets a couple carries and he's not feeling his hamstring, let Corey Clement and Boston Scott carry the load. Are they Miles Sanders? Nope. But again, the Washington football team, they got a great pass rush. That's it. Secondary, nope. 31st against the run. Okay, they got a little bit better. It's a division opponent. Anything could happen. Any given Sunday. But if we were playing week 1 against the Cowboys, the Ravens, the Seahawks, any of these teams, I'd be like, man, are we going to use these guys? I'd be in more of a sense of urgency to get these guys back. And again, it is what it is, though. I hope Zach Ertz gets his money and will be us for a long time. It's going to be a hard business decision that the Eagles got to make. Depending on what Dallas Goedert is leaning on, what he'll take. Is he trying to get paid? When is he trying to get paid? A year early? Right on time? Does he want to be the number 2? There's a lot of questions that got to be answered. I love me some Zach Ertz. I don't like how he talked to the media about it. I think it's trying to open up stuff. He's an emotional player, but it is what it is. Slight delay on the stream. Am I lagging? Hey, let me know if I'm lagging. Sorry about that if I am. I'm trying to check this. Are we good? I'm going to skip down to the bottom of the comment section. So if I didn't get your thing, just re-comment it and we talk about it. But yes, Miles Sanders, I think he could be a key to stopping this pass rush. We want to stop the pass rush. You can make it pretty. We're going to throw some screens. I mean, Andy Reid did it. Doug Peterson took it over. We screen a lot. Last year, I mean, we didn't have nobody to throw it to on the outside, so we had to. So one person says lagging, the other person says no. I know they got something going on downstairs, like big time, but normally when I switch to the other one, it's good. Let me know. Let me just take my screen off and normal quick. Let's see. This is going to be the score at half, 21-10. Do you think Adrian Killins or Elijah Holyfield will be back by week 1? Nah. I mean, week 1 is a day and a half. No way, Jose. So look, I want to get some last touches on these birds real quick before we end this. We're not going to end this right now, but we had 36 minutes and I don't know if the stream is doing good or not. Give me a hot take on a player, touchdown, yards, stats. We talked about the score a lot. And again, if you haven't watched my preview video I did yesterday, go check it out and let me know the score over there. What is a hot take that you guys got? Whether it be a player's stats, a player's touchdowns, a play in the game that changes it. Give me some hot takes. They could be super hot or they could be super realistic. It is what it is. So everybody's saying we're good. Give me these hot takes, though. Again, I said one of my hot takes is that game 1 with Darius Slay playing for the Philadelphia Eagles, he gets an interception. It's not the hottest take, but I'm saying the first game he plays, which is against the Washington football team, he will get an interception while playing against Terry McLaurin. Not lagging on my end. Shout out to you. Hey, maybe it's one of their internets. My bad. Hey, I appreciate the chat for letting me know. I say D-Jax, 15 reception, 15 catches, 122 yards and 2 touchdowns. Woo! First of all, last year, it took him like, what do you have? 9 catches or 7 catches for $150. 15 catches for a speedster. That's crazy. Shout out to my guy, Jersey Boy, who is a channel member. Appreciate you 100%. Appreciate the $5 super chat, my guy. So hyped to see Reagor play. This kid is tough, and he gets it. Keep Carson on the move to best the pass rush. We going to be fine. Eagles win 31-14. I love it. I'll be sitting back, relax if that's the score, my guy. Hot take, defense, 8 sacks and a few turnovers. Whoa. I mean, the Washington football team only won 3 games last year, but the Jets, they won like 3 or 4 games too, and we had a 10 or 11 piece against them. I was at the game. I'll take that. Another hot take, Reagor, 6 catches for 89 yards and a touchdown. I like it. It's hot because the so-called injured rookie performs week 1, and it's not overboard, not no 150 yards. If this man gets 89 yards off 6 catches and a touchdown, we got something here, guys. Jalen Mills will get a defensive touchdown. First game as the safety for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Mills gets a defensive score. Is it a scoop and score or a pick 6? I'll take either one of them. How about them Cowboys? Wait, what? How about them Cowboys Sunday night football? The whole world gonna be watching. Hey, shout out to your Cowboys. They got a tough, not a tough one, but with the whole world watching, we know how they act in front of the spotlight. Now my thing's lagging. I can tell. What are they doing downstairs? I think Eagles use John Hightower on jet sweeps to the house. That's a nice hot take. A jet sweep to the house, I'll take it. Wentz throws for 3 touchdowns for 250 yards, and Diaz has 2 touchdowns with 100. Diaz has 2 touchdowns with 120 yards on the night, and the third tight end goes to Ertz or Sanders and Reagor. What? Oh, the third touchdown goes to Ertz or Sanders or Reagor, but who's 250 yards and D-Jax? I said Diaz. I'm trying to read it as it is. My bad. Wentz throws for 3 touchdowns for 250 yards, and D-Jack has 2 touchdowns with 120 yards on the night, and the third touchdown goes to Ertz or Sanders or Reagor. I'll take that, my guy. Hot take, 6 touchdown Wentz, 55-10 blowout. No Kendall Fuller, no Thomas Davis. And there's your correction. My bad. I was trying to really rock with you with some Diaz. Who's that? My bad. Defense and special teams both going to have a touchdown. There we go. I like that because we all know the Eagles special teams been a little bit lax. We haven't got big returns on the kickoff or the punt return. So if we get a defensive score and a special team score, my bad. See, I'm getting a little hyped. That'd be tough. Reagor 8 catches, 102 and a touchdown. Let's go. What's going on? Simone Stanley in the building. Shout out to her. Another Eagles content creator. Go check her out on the come up. Victory is the hot take. I'm dead. Philly, y'all have nobody for Chase Young. One player don't win a game. You chip. He gets tired of being chipped. I don't know. We going to have to see. Plus JP, he ain't the same as he used to be, but he's a big body. You got JP over there. You chip with Sanders. You chip with our 12-man personnel with Goddard or Ertz. You move him to the right side. If Lane Johnson plays, another big body with some chipping. We'll be all right. So no fans at the link? Not allowed. Eagles are bigger than one player. We got his replacement and could have a bunch for him in the end. Like you said, I would love him to stay. Facts. Hot take. Miles Sanders will score 4 catches on 200 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. Shout out to you. Johnson and Sanders going to play. We'll tough it out for the team. Hey, that's a nice hot take. I'm a Cowboys fan, but y'all Eagles fans I can respect. Hey, shout out to you, my guy, for coming here with that good stuff. Like, look, if a Cowboy fan, a Giant fan, and a Washington fan comes in here and just talks football, I can't get mad. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to rep your team until the end. Hot take. Peter shuts down Chase Young and shows him what the big boy league is about. Yeah, listen, I'm not going to front. Chase Young got all the physical stuff, all the tools to be a great pass rusher in the NFL. But it's year 1 in the NFL. And I'm not saying he won't do it because honestly, as a person who watches just talent, I think he's going to do it. However, it's the big boy league, and I like that hot take. Sanders, 17 carries, 67 yards, and a rushing touchdown. I'll take that. I mean, I think he's going to get more than 67, but I'll take that in a win. Can't wait for Sunday Night Football. Here we go again. Shout out to my guy with the $2.99 super chat. I knew he was coming eventually. Subscribe to the channel for the Sixers content, but he's a Cowboy fan. What up, Philly Mike? How about them Cowboys? Shout out to you, my guy, for the $2.99 super chat. It's going to be a good one. I believe it's a 2-team race. I believe you're good on paper. You've been good on paper a lot. I got to see it translate in the game. Sorry, couple beers. I got to see it translate in the game. I got to. Let's see if I missed any hot takes. 4 touchdowns for Wentz. I'll take that. Mike, I also did a super chat on Joey Shake 72 live and RB's live, and I also did yours with the $50 super chat. So I feel like that deserves everyone here to go subscribe to my channel. Hey, shout out to you. Listen, all I can say is this. Go check BLSG out. If you like what you see, hit that button. I never force no one to subscribe to anybody's channel, including my own. You can come watch me because honestly, I know. I check the analytics. Half the people that watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel. But anyways, I appreciate the support anywhere I can get it. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So look, we had some hot takes. We did. I like them. I like them. If you're just getting in here now, my hot take wasn't that hot. It was only that Big Play Slay will have an interception game one for the Philadelphia Eagles while playing defense on Scary Terry. Now, was it a bad throw? Was Scary Terry just mossed? I don't know. But my hot take is a defensive interception for my guy, Big Play Slay. And when I come on when he gets the interception and I do my post-game video or live stream, I'll be rocking the Big Play Slay jersey. If you don't get the pick, I might not rock it though. I'm just kidding. Hot take, Eagles. Oh yeah, you said that. They blow out the Washington football team 55-10. Went 6 touchdowns. No Thomas Davis or Kendall Fuller. Reagor getting 2 touchdowns. Jackson's 2 as well. Man, what we dropping 40? The Cowboys and Eagles are going to have some exciting games this year. Can't wait to face y'all. Facts. And with the first one being in November, it's right around the time where everybody should be clicking. We had no off season. Listen, we saw the first game. And because the Kansas City Chiefs brought back 20 of their 22 starters. Do you want to listen? Offensive coordinator, same. Defensive coordinator, same. Head coach, same. Out of 22 starters, 20 of them came back. They looked great. They looked good. And even they had a couple sloppy plays, but they were able to overcome it because they're the Kansas City Chiefs. Eagles got new staff members, same head coach, new staff members, new players. The Washington football team, the Dallas Cowboys, the Giants, a lot of people in the league have different and needed a preseason. If there's one team that didn't need a preseason, it was the Chiefs. 20 of their 22 starters, all their coaching staff. So once Sunday comes and the Eagles game's over, flip through some channels. You're going to see a lot of teams having a lot of miscues, blown coverages. This is what I'm going to say about the Eagles. If the Eagles have a blown coverage and somebody scores a touchdown, don't hold your head down. Don't look at the player and blame him. Don't cry about it. Go back to the sideline and get it corrected. It's going to happen across the league. You can't expect 32 teams to have no preseason, no OTAs, no building continuity, chemistry, whatever you want to call it, for the new guys. Now, the Saints, I think they brought back 19 of their 22. Baltimore brought back like close to 20 or 22. It's not the best teams, but it's the teams that stayed the same. We stayed the same, but we didn't at the same time. So I think it's crucial that we just, if it happens, get it corrected. But it will happen across the league. Watch. You might see some underdogs win. Just not the Washington football team is all I care about. Most of us are subscribed to you already. Shout out to you, B More. Let them know. Darius Slay, 5 tackles, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. I'll take that. Yo, Nuggets came back from a 16-point deficit. They not trying to lose. They trying to hang in there for life. Shout out to the Nuggets, though. Jamal Murray was balling in the Utah Jazz series, but he's been underperforming in this one. But that guy, Nikola Jokic, is the truth. Dude's a baller. I got my Reagor jersey ready. You already know. I got my first giveaway, which was about probably right after the draft. We drafted Jalen Reagor, and I did a Philly Talk podcast giveaway. I had you guys comment on one of my videos, #Eagles. We put all of them into a bucket. I pulled it out. Bang. Mr. Stanley was the one who won the Jalen Reagor jersey. And I think within the first couple weeks of this season, we fitting to do another Eagles giveaway. Slay gonna lock up so good that the ball won't even be thrown his way. I'll take that hot take, my guy. Is Hightower going to play Sunday? If Jalen Reagor don't play, He'll get some snaps sprinkled in if he plays. Maybe. Rare Breed came out and gave a nice comment. Eagles 28, Washington 3. I don't know about that, but I'll take it. Stealing lines, if somebody told you the same thing twice. Our D has 5 sacks, 2 picks, 1 for a pick 6. I'm taking all this smoke. I like all this smoke. It's going to be a sloppy around the league until October. Hey, I agree. Listen, this has never been done. And these guys know how to play football. They do. But at the level you got to play in the NFL, the continuity. I mean, some of these passes are all about timing. Look at Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz threw a pick last year in the Atlanta Falcon game where the guy went this way. Carson threw it this way. The ball was nowhere near him. And you can just tell that it was not just Carson throwing a bad pass. Now, he does throw bad passes. I'm not trying to say he never does. But that pick in the Atlanta game was just total miscommunication. He was supposed to break off his route. Carson trusted him, threw it in a spot, and he never got there. Shout out to my guy, Be More Philly, with the super chat. This is to help Vic Thief get something better than the Reggie he's smoking. Here we go. The super chats for fighting. It's all about the love. Philly Fan D, what's going on, my guy? What's up, Mike? Enjoying your content. Appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not trying to get to, if we want to break down the Eagles versus Washington football team, we could do it. I'm not going to be on here too much longer. However, I got a video I released yesterday. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's really breaking it down. 13-minute video. A lot of good information in there. And guess what? Sunday morning, BBP, Philly Fresh, Gate City, any last-minute injury news for not just the Eagles, for the Washington football team, matchups we got to exploit, things we got to see. We'll definitely know at that time about Lane Johnson. And then we'll talk about, are we going to roll the pocket this way? Are we going to bootleg a lot? Are we going to run the ball? Are we going to chip? Are we going to slide protection? What are we going to do to stop this D-line if Lane don't play? What about Miles Sanders? Can Corey Clement, Boston Scott handle the load? Only one game against the football team. I believe so. But what I'm trying to say is we will have all that Sunday morning on the Philly Talk podcast. Come through and check it out. If you're not subscribed to them, go check it out. Washington No Names 27, Eagles 23, and I'm not being biased. I swear. Ha, 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 ha. Of course, you want that to happen because you need that to happen. You need the teams that are not supposed to beat us. So it helps you guys out. That's why I got a lot of confidence. I'm going to be watching that Rams game. And listen, if I'm putting my money on the line, I'm probably not taking the Rams. But I have a small gut feeling that new stadium they're opening, the fact that Gurley's not there, they got a bunch of young running backs. Sean McVay's getting looked down as a head coach. That might pull a rabbit out the hat on you. Crevion LeBlanc, 5 tackles. I'll take that. I think you guys should do a halftime show, bro. Hey, that could be good too. I think halftime's what, 15 minutes? How much of a threat do you think Chase Young will be? Here's the thing. We've never seen this guy in the NFL. However, if you look at his talent, you look what he did in college, and you look at the body frame of work and what he can do when it comes to like his physical attributes, the dude's tough. I have no doubt in my mind that he's not going to be a pretty dang good pass rusher to be possibly great as time goes on. However, not really many, not great OTs, no offseason. He could struggle week 1, or he could be great week 1. I think he'll be great in the future, but I'm not so sure he's going to be that scary week 1, especially if we game plan for him. Now, there's other guys on this line like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Ryan Kerrigan, who's not even starting. He's in a rotation because Montrez Sweat is starting. So they got a deep defensive line similar to the Eagles, who are all NFL battle tested. So the Washington football team's offensive line is pretty darn good on the right side. Brandon Sheriff, a great right guard. The right tackle's pretty good, but the left side is a little bit weak. We can attack that. Our D-line's been a bright spot in camp. Let's feed off that. That's going to make Dwayne Haskins get the ball out of his hand quick. Quick timing passes get interrupted by DBs who love to jump the ball, a la Nickel Roby-Coleman, a la Big Play Slay. Shout out to my guy Vic3 for a super chat just to get at B more. Stop sending your SSI money. Your wife is going to be. Y'all need to get a room. Seems like the NFL or sports for the matter is at an all-time low, especially with refs and rigging games. Islanders, Lakers getting all the calls. Chiefs got favored. Philly being disrespected. Hey, there's always that thing looming around sports with, referees, rigging and stuff like that. I mean, if you really jump into that too much, it kind of gets you out of the mood to watch sports. I never want to believe it. There is stuff that happens. It's no denying it. However, we just got to, hope for the best at the end of the day. Prediction, 100 yards and a touchdown for D-Jack goes off against them, his ex-team. I'll take 100 yards, my guy. Hey, yo, bro, y'all just legitly pay me to talk crap about each other. Y'all got a group chat, my guy. Vic Thief, I'm spending money I was saving to get you some new cabinets. Here we go. Let's get back to some Eagles football talk. Listen, so we predicted the score on my preview video, and if you haven't watched the preview video, go check it out. And normally my previews will come out on Wednesday. For each week going forward, all 16 games, I will have my preview out on Wednesday, a live stream on Thursday, and then injury reports on Friday. But with that being said, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Also, do me a favor, 54 people in here, smash that like button. It's a quick second. All you got to do is hit it. It's free, helps the stream. Appreciate you, my guys. Cowboys are actually giving 3.5s and it's at the Rams. Granted, I don't think the Rams will have any fans in the stadium, so it's more like a neutral site. Yeah, listen, the Rams, they missed the playoffs last year and are not that good of a team. However, Jalen Ramsey signed a deal. Aaron Donald hates Skip Bayless. A lot of things in their favor. So I won't bet. I'm a big bettor. And for the channel members, I'm going to drop a video for you guys on Saturday for the channel member only video on my bets on FanDuel Sportsbook, how much money I'm spending, how much money I'm going to win, if I'm right. And then y'all can see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not God, but I do make a lot of money in football season. But my one rule is not to bet with the Eagles, but I already took the Eagles on a side bet. My gambling money, I don't bet the Eagles with. Side money, I'll bet with the Eagles because I have a rule. I can't let my heart get in the way of my pocket. There's a rule I have. Rams 31, Dallas 17, Eagles 42, Washington 10. Interesting. All the sports show medias weren't campaigning for the Eagles to go back like how they were rooting for the Chiefs too. What's up with that? How you feel about the Chiefs, Philly Mike? When you look at the Chiefs roster, maybe they get some calls, but at the end of the day, Demarcus Robinson is their fourth or fifth best receiver, and he would be a number 2 or 3 on other teams. They're pretty deep. They got a pretty good pass rush with Chandler Jones. Their secondary is not that great, but they drafted a guy who looked good last night. Their offense is tough, man. And Clyde Hilaire, whatever his name is, I mean, 100+ yards and a touchdown for his rookie debut. I mean, they got talent over there. I mean, I can't deny that. I definitely can't deny that. But yeah, I'm going to scroll down to the end of the comments. Juan and Only, what's going on? Chilling. We about to end this in a little bit. I want to get a couple more things in here. Like I said, shout out to everybody who gave their hot takes. I appreciate it. I like them. Some of them were out of there, but I'll take it. Some of them are realistic, and I'll really take that. At the end of the day, we got some guys who are questionable. Lane Johnson and his ankle. Miles Sanders and his hamstring. Derek Barnett and God knows what. If they're ready to play, play them. If they're not, don't. It's the Washington football team, and more importantly, it's week 1. We got 15 more weeks besides week 1. We can't let it all on the line for a team that won 3 games. Yes, they got new coaching staff and new players, and they changed the culture a little bit. Who cares? It's week 1, and it is the Washington football team. If we play the Cowboys, maybe I say throw the guys in there and let's get it done. But it's not. Starting on 1 sucks. I don't think we would, even with the guys who are questionable sitting out. Just the way I feel. But the long game is what we got to play with anybody who's questionable because of what Philly's been going through in 2018 and 2019. I feel like only 3 good teams are in the weak AFC. Exactly. Here's my thing. The AFC might have the best 2 teams when you talk about last year and on paper, but the NFC has the better teams in general. There's a solid teams in the NFC where the AFC only has, like you said, 2 or 3, maybe 4 you can pick from. Who's our best wide receiver? Deshaun Jackson, no question about it. He's a guy who can run a multitude of routes. People think he's only a deep threat. No. If you watch my breakdown, first of all, I have a preview. Washington versus the Eagles. I talk about the matchup last year, this year, and I break down Deshaun Jackson's tape for the simple fact that people really think he's just a fast guy. No, he gets in and out of his breaks on out routes, curl routes, crossing routes. He can do it all. And they see the speed. They respect the speed. So the comebacks, the curls, the crossers all do work. He just needs to stay healthy. Now, when you throw Jalen Reagor in the mix, a guy who's not afraid to go across the middle, same with Greg Ward Jr. He's not as fast and physical as Jalen Reagor, but will go across. Now you can use Deshaun on deep posts, go routes, deep comebacks to the sideline. And you still got Ertz, who can beat man-to-man coverage if they bracket covered Ertz. Well, then Jalen Reagor is going across the middle or doing his routes open and or D-Jack. You got to keep a safety over the top. So if you're bracketing him with a linebacker in a corner, well, then guess what? It's a soft box. And a soft box means hand the ball to number 26. He pick up 9 yards. It's 2nd and 1. Let's go. You blitz, bang. This can be a pick your poison type offense if we stay healthy. It's as simple as that. You got Jalen Reagor, who we don't know how he's going to do, but he's physical and not scared to go across the middle. D-Jax can run a hefty amount of routes. Zach Ertz can beat man coverage. 12-man personnel will keep all of them on there, plus another tight end. And if you try to get slick, play some cover 3s, play some cover 2, or some deep 2 deep safety, well, now you're playing 2 deep safety. What happened last night against the Texans? They double-teamed Texans and Chiefs. They double-teamed Tyreek Hill all night. Kelsey was eating. Then they started trying to bracket Kelsey and keep 2 deep safeties for Tyreek Hill. And guess what happened? Clyde Hare-Allaire, I can never say his name, but the rookie running back had a buck something and a touchdown. Why? Because Pat Mahomes said, listen, Pat Mahomes had 211 yards. Does he care about his stat line? Not really. He want to win. So when they saw he was doubling Tyreek Hill, okay, you're doubling Tyreek. Here you go, Sammy. Here you go, Kelsey. Okay, now you're playing 2 deep safeties, so you can watch Tyreek Hill and watch Kelsey across the middle. Give it to my runner back. Go eat. Carson Wentz. Last year, another thing people don't talk about much, but one of the things we did last year was Doug Peterson trusted Carson Wentz to change the play and call the play more at the end of the season than he did at the beginning of the season at the line of scrimmage. So Carson is going to be smart enough to say, okay, you dropping 2 deep safeties. Here you go, Miles. Not here you go, Deshaun. Okay, here you go, Ertz. It's going to be good. We don't got the Julio Jones who can just beat man coverage, the Devontae Adams, the D-Hop, but we got guys that we want to beat man coverage. You go to Ertz. You want to go over the top, you go to D-Jack. You want to go across the middle, you go to Reagor. They playing all that, you hand the ball to Miles. These are all guys who can get the job done. We just got to stay healthy. Get me a wrench, bro. As soon as this stream's over, I'm going to throw you one. Like I said, my phone is dead. I said at the beginning of this stream. And we about to get off anyway, so I'll charge it and got you, my bro. I remember when y'all won the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and I was initially happy, and then I realized it was the Eagles, and I got mad. That's how much some people hate the Patriots. But shout out to you for being the Cowboys and had a little bit of happiness for the Eagles. I got to head out. Can't wait for Sunday. Peace. You already know. 31-17 Bird Sunday. Facts. Maybe four forgot the and the Cheatriots. It's like the NBA East. It's weak compared to the West. Yeah, but the East is starting to kick up a little bit. Eagles 24, Washington 10. D-Jack's route running last 5 years is good. Oh, this isn't one of the 7 long. 28-27, a close nail biter. Hey, the NFC East be like that sometimes. Bro, who's ready? We all ready. Denver 105, Clippers 130 seconds. They keeping their season alive. NBA basketball is still here. It's so weird to have both basketball and football, but I kind of low-key love it. Golf has 5 touchdowns. Wentz has 6 on Sunday. I'll take it. Do you think we could beat the Ravens? Got to see how healthy we are when we get to that matchup. 28-17, Bird Gang. Oh, I thought you said 28-27. Denver going up. Oh, there you go. There you go. While y'all arguing, we're supposed to be brotherly love. Hey, Simone, Vic 3 and Be More Philly, never. They just always add it. Hey, but respect to them. Like I said, that was pretty much it. This was only supposed to be like a 45-minute stream. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. You know, I really didn't have nothing planned. If you haven't checked out the preview, go watch it. I want everybody as hyped as they could be. The reason I keep promoting my preview is because I honestly put it out I put it out on accident because YouTube was bugging while the game was going on last night. It was acting weird. It doesn't matter. But when we do the pregame show with the Battlebirds podcast, I want everybody hyped. I want everybody there. And as soon as the game is over, I will be going live, not to talk long, but we're going to discuss the good or the bad. But we all know it's going to be the good. So we in there. I'm so excited for football. You already know. And shout out to your Cowboys. We're going to see what they do Sunday night in front of everybody against the Rams, who are not a good team, but they got a lot to play for. With all that being said, I appreciate you guys 100%. Shout out to you. If you haven't hit that like button, hit it on the way out. I greatly appreciate it. Maybe I should let Vic 3 and Be More fight a little bit longer, but they got a group chat that they could do that in. So shout out to you guys. I'm ending the stream unless, no, I'm just kidding. Appreciate everybody who stopped by. Let's go Eagles. If you haven't watched the preview, I'll just tell you, my final score is 28-17. On that note, you know what time it is. Oh, whoa. For the last 36 people that are in here, let's check something. This is what we're going to do Sunday. Let's take a look. I know y'all seen it before, but let's watch it again.
3rd and 10. It's only a 3-man rush. Still pressure. Wentz just going to air it out. Going way deep down the field.
You already know. On that note,